Well, hello, the Silver Gauntlets. Hope you're having a wonderful day, and welcome to this quarterfinals restream. How is it already the quarterfinals? I have no idea, but maybe Lefty can tell me. Lefty, how are you today?
I'm doing pretty good. And just means we have efficient runners. Everyone's staying on schedule. It's a good times.
Indeed. So let's have a quick look at what we have today. We have Jax and Ceddy on the schedule today. Both of them made it to quarterfinals, I think, undefeated, or close to it anyway. Jaxstronomy has been active, or has been active slightly longer, I think, in Zooter than Ceddy, but Ceddy made the higher seed in qualifiers.
Mm-hmm.
And looking at the number of races, Ceddy has certainly done his fair share. Jax, though, they have done about 100 more than Ceddy has. And of the 10 races that these two faced each other directly, we have Ceddy taking away the win 6 times, whereas Jax took away the win 4 times. On the other hand, Jax is definitely did a better time in their best race. So they had a 1:23.16. Good grief, that was a quick seed, whichever it was.
I wonder what kind of jet that was. That's
It
insane.
was July 23, 2022. That is ridiculous. Anyway, we already said the J word, so this can only be good. I think it's time to set our runners off, don't we? Shall we?
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, let's get this screen. Let's get ourselves on the start screen. We have Ceddy on the left, jaxstronomy on the right, and we are ready to get this party started.
Yeah, we got the Nocturne start with a stone.
Yep, so we need to collect 6 medallions today. And it looks like with Dungeon ER and Open Deku, which are our 2 major settings today, we should be in for a treat. This could go for a while, because this leaves a lot of chances for shenanigans, for logical tomfoolery. So let's see what the randomizer has built for us today. We're starting in Kokiri Forest, so... Oh, immediate divergence. Oh no, maybe not. First of all, both of them are checking the Deku dungeon entrance and seeing what that yields for us.
Yeah, seeing what kind of logic could be at play. There's always the I always like to just bring it up when you have Dungeon ER and you have like this Deku opening. If this is Spirit Temple, it's very possible that you are logically required to go through Spirit Temple to get to the desert to earn a song or something. Oh, and there's GTG is Forest Temple.
Mm-hmm. GTG entrance gives us Forest Temple, so immediately that is some information we get. All right, let's see. So Forest is in GTG entrance, and our second hint is back of the graveyard is Jabu, so Shadow entrance is Jabu. We'll see if we need that today.
Ooh. Okay. Which we started with Nocturne, so it's not too bad. You just need the magic. Oh, okay, we got GTG. Now that has the logical implications of right side GTG being in logic as a child, because the Song of Time blocks are right there. So, like, that could be something funky as well. Ooh. Jack's playing Nocturne, immediately just going to... We have Chickens 1, right? That was one of the others. Free Scarecrow and...
Burning Tech is a Sun Song, so that isn't going to help us much.
No.
Which is... So this is an immediate divergence here. Ceddy is checking Kokiri Forest, which is a bunch of checks, but Jax is immediately headed for that, using that Nocturne to get to the graveyard. So we'll see.
Is that a strength or a gold rupee?
That was a gold rupee.
It was a gold rupee? Okay.
He said with more conviction than he had, but I'm pretty sure, actually.
Yo, sub 3-minute chickens. Let's go.
Let's go, but it's one chicken, so we don't need to worry about that too much. Nothing, unfortunately, on the Kokiri sword chest for Ceddy. And yeah, logical implications of GTG being in Deku Tree. Obviously, Deku Tree is available and open to the adult to Adult Link as well. But certain checks in GTG are now immediately open to Child Link as well. Mostly, as you said, right side of GTG Maze is immediately available as soon as we find bombs, as well as oh, speaking of bombs, Ceddy might actually. Ceddy might actually take those bomb shoes and head straight back into GTG here to see what he can pull out of logic. That is,
Ooh,
yeah,
quality of life big stick.
I would go do right side right now, honestly.
100%, I would be there right now.
And because those Song of Time blocks are they are time traveling blocks. So if you play Song of Time, they travel 7 years into the future or 7 years into the past. Turns out that means they start out in the past. Village Well leads to Water Temple, so the well entrance is Water Temple. That means Song of Storms is required.
Yes.
If water, or it has a big chance to be required, because again, we have 6 adult dungeons. 5 adult dungeons to do, and 3 child dungeons to distribute among the 6 medallions and 2 stones available. So let's see where that leaves us.
Looks like they're both going to just be going through Lost Woods, which you would choose. Understandable. You knock out bomb grottos and whatnot.
And, ooh. I mean, heart container, always welcome. Both of them you saw open a few heart chests here and there, especially in Mido's house when you're standing right in front of it. That makes sense. You're looking at potential to get some health early on for maybe required fire or water temple. But yeah, doing Lost Woods before going back to GTG is actually not a bad shout here, considering you can just safe warp back to Link's house. Also, Sacred Forest Meadow Path to King Dodongo, which is a hint that so far is out of logic.
Yeah. Huh.
So either the... No, wait. Does that mean out of logic bombs until after Hammer? Or is Dodongo's Cavern somehow song-locked?
Well, I guess we're about to find out, since Ceddy's checking the grotto right now.
And Jax is checking the song first. So we'll see. So let's see.
Oh,
that's a big chest. That...
Huh.
Oh. Surely not. Curiouser and Curiouser. It's not the child song, that's Prelude.
Whoa.
And Frux 2 is dead. We are already... I'm already sensing shenanigans. What is that?
No.
Maybe Bombag in Lake Hylia? And the other scale Bomblocked? Who knows? That is sus, though. I will say that.
Can we get a Jabu entrance to Dodongo's Cavern? Hard required child DC today. Come on.
OoT Serenade.
Oh. Ooh. Okay. Good. Okay. Jax is grabbing this grotto.
Yeah, makes sense. You don't like if you see a path like this, you're not leaving that unturned. And yes, Skull Mask is a wallet. Actually, Jax is grabbing this hint regardless because they haven't seen the SFM to King Dodongo hint yet. So they will be. I mean, on the one hand, pleasantly surprised that they already did 2 out of 3 of the checks in their path to King Dodongo location. On the other hand, they're going to be going, huh?
Good rupee pathing from Ceddy to be able to get this scrub at the same time as well. Picking up all those extra blue rupees in the maze and behind Ocarina game. I always like that. Are we farming for the other one? Yeah, we're farming for the other scrub as well. Just trying to get them both knocked out. Every time
We
you
don't
come
have
back in
Scrub Shuffle
SFM.
on.
The one at the entrance of Lostwood. So he's gonna.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, the other 40 scrub. That's why he's farming the 40.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Just get that out of your mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, every time you come in here, it reloads that 5. You could go into the first bit of the maze and get another 5, though. I don't know if it's like faster to get to 10 than reset or not.
That's a really good question.
It is like a peace of mind thing, like, whatever. But like, it's like you don't want to have to come back here. I can see Ceddy doing this as like a once through of Lost Woods, and really only needing to worry about if Sarius comes into play or not. As if you don't get this scrub now, when is the next time you're going to come through Child Lost Woods?
So quick diversion to the wallets. Sorry, to the hints we got. Toilet is a key. Central pillar is, I didn't see that. River to Volve. And the last hint was claim check is Goron Tunic. Whoops. So River to Volve. Obviously, you want to. Ooh, hi. Trade a slingshot minigame for a bow. We'll take that.
Hey, not bad. Yeah,
So
we're gonna get Lon Ranch.
So let's circle back to another thing that's in logic in GTG straight away. As soon as you have a slingshot as child, is that lobby is the lobby bow target. Obviously, doesn't come into play today because they now both have a bow, or Jax has a bow. Ceddy has skipped market shooting gallery so far.
Ooh, big chest here.
And Fortress is our first foolish hint. Cool.
Ooh. Oh.
Hello. Fortress is foolish, which was at Boulder of Destiny. The other more important information is we got Din's Fire at Boulder of Destiny.
Now we just need magic, and you can get into Jabu.
Do I want to be there, though? The answer is no, never, but...
Nothing from Talon.
But yeah, that Din's is possibly required. We don't know the dungeon layout yet. Certainly good to have. Fire source, always welcome.
Let's see here.
What song will Malin give us?
Oh, Epona's.
Sure. Some vanilla in this seed.
Yeah, we'll take that. You can, I mean, if and when you need to, you can get the Forest Temple now.
Never complaining about a horse. Don't look at... I'm not even finishing the sentence, actually. Oh, hello.
Oh, well, all right, there we are.
That does put SFM Wolfos Grotto into logic, and makes that scale a potential path item.
And River to Volvagia, why?
Hover boots? Or bombs?
Possibly. Possibly.
Pyra claiming scale isn't in logic yet. That is correct. We would need Minuet or Sariasum for that to be fully in logic. But it's
That is also
hella
true.
likely that it's in logic. Let's put it this way.
Yeah, I assume we're gonna get one of those 2 songs in like our adult 2 song. Almost assuredly. We have Ceddy walking out of Lon Lon Ranch. Jax is playing Prelude. I assume going adult to start adult checks. Yep. Ceddy, Valley Lake? We getting a Valley Lake? I'm a big fan of Valley Lake. I always respect it. Let's go.
Someone
I'm
alert
in.
Sadie Sweet. That being said, yeah, with that scale as a potential path item, Lake obviously becomes really, really interesting. First of all, A, you have a scale, you can route Lake into Zora's domain. B, maybe it's the underwater bottle. And there's our dungeon check. So we are looking at, and honestly, we peeked. We didn't read it. We didn't read it this quickly. I don't know how Jax can. Forest as a light medallion, then DC Spirit, Fire, Water, Shadow as our medallion layout. So that means all adult dungeons as medallion dungeons today. And Dodongo's Cavern. Jabu and Deku are our stones.
So we don't want to go to Jabu, most likely. Ooh.
If we can avoid it.
We will get the Valley hint as well. Just piece of heart.
Piece of heart. We'll see what's in the waterfall.
Unfortunate time of day for Jax, unless they are going straight to River. So Jax is going to do River before CAC.
So what's in the waterfall? That looked heart piece, but we'll take it.
You can never be too healthy.
I very misspeak that.
Shield.
That was not a heart piece. I mean, free shield. Team Never Buy a Shield is winning today.
Let's go Valley.
Let's go. Death Mountain Crater is on the path to Morpha. Valley pays all kinds of out today.
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, this heartbeat piece reflects some light, so we'll see. Honestly, it was hard to tell apart on the screen size I have available here, but you know. Hashtag just commentator excuses. Inside Jabu one can find the bottom of the well, and at the back of the graveyard there is still Jabu.
Alright, so the Jabu entrance itself is bottom of the well. It's technically scale locked. Also, that was nothing, and that's a piece of heart at the bottom of River, so we're going to see what the top of River item is. Otherwise, we're looking at frogs.
Which, hey, Song of Storms. More reasons for Song of Storms potentially to be required.
Mm-hmm. And 30 dead. Ooh.
Yep.
Oh,
30.
Yeah, we're looking at Frogs 1, baby.
Way! Great. Okay, so claim check still a Goron tunic. So that thus concludes the river hints. So we are looking at a required Song of Storms that hasn't shown its face so far. Obviously, Jax is now routing this into Sacred Forest Meadow. Doesn't care about logic at this point, just wants the damn song just to know what the logic is about here.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, nice.
And Fish gives us... I missed it.
Yeah, so did I. I was watching the Mito skip. No, Jack still didn't get the SFM pass yet,
They're
right?
about to.
So, like, okay. Oh, yeah, right here.
Mm.
Well, no, this is the Scrubs.
No, this
but
is
they're
the
gonna
Scrubs
get
photo,
it.
but I mean, they're gonna go get it on the way back and gonna be scratching their chin here. Ceddy, what? Okay, Ceddy looked at the item in Lake and didn't find it to his liking, so it's not the scale for whatever's in Lake. But this is, so far, our logical access to Zora's domain, the scale. Or our potentially logical access. Frox 2 is still dead. So path item in SFM is... Requiem is a likely candidate.
Yeah.
For access to Spirit Temple, which might just be the Dodongo's Cavern today.
I'm thinking that, or what you could get Song of Storms off the Desert Song check as well.
Oh, also potentially true.
Ooh, all those rupees like straight in a line. It was good.
Yeah.
That was good dive layout.
Yeah, could have been a 2-diver. The myth, but so close. Right hand is nothing. And Valley to Twin Rover. You don't say, game! Might that be for the Mirror Shield?
Nah, cut and dry.
There's
Hey,
Ice Cavern.
Ice Cavern.
I mean,
Oh.
okay.
Ice Cavern could have storms. Or
Sure.
the Bolero check could have... Man, we just got all the song chains off of Requiem. Which, oh goodness. We're going to get the fire entrance here in a second. The Bolero song check.
Yeah, immediately following that up. Once the song, once the dungeon entrance, song first, Jax. And okay, Volcano is nothing. And Ceddy has officially missed his bow, and that's Minuet for SFM access so far.
Oh. Backwards logic. That's, yeah, sorry is locked at the moment unless we find a hook shot outside of... No, yeah, no, you have Aponos. You would need hovers. You need hovers or long shot and magic to get that bolt. No, just a regular hook shot. Just a regular hook shot. I don't need to complicate things. Singular hook shot.
Get that Bolero in logic?
Yeah. Because the bow lets you get past Goron Link, and you get a hook shot or hover boots, you can pick up Minuet.
Makes sense, yeah. Okay, so a bomb deck would be possible as well, but you know that would just be your path to King Dodongo. So the SFM to King Dodongo is kind of a mystery still. Could just be something in Ice Cavern. Could be a song or Song of Storms in Ice Cavern specifically. So we'll see how this goes. Both of them are now racing Dampe. Interesting convergence after really different starts.
Yeah.
No, it was just a gold rupee Kirby fan. Was that a 47 from Ceddy? Good gracious.
Whoa. Oh,
And
there's
magic and a slingshot from Dante. So I would still say GTG right side is looking better and better.
Yeah.
And that is the Jabu entrance open as well. Nice magic color.
Ooh, yeah.
In
All
fact,
purple.
I think you get 3 guesses as to what Jax's favorite color is.
With that bow, Jackson's going to be able to do target game here in Keck as well and not have to come back for it later.
Yeah, at the moment Jax is stacking up advantages here by being slightly more thorough than Ceddy. But Jax is a scary opponent, and I get that Ceddy is trying to make make intelligent gambles here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see. 40 is dead, and 50 is dead. Okay, so 20 skulls at most.
Nice, good. Not a skull seed.
You'd love to see it. Windmill gives us, interestingly, nothing. Something we haven't checked yet. There's CO.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
That is Sphere 1. That leaves Saria's Song and Song of Time and Song of Storms as yet undiscovered. Which means one in 3 chance that we need to do all dungeons.
No, all dungeons was Serenade, so we're okay there.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
No, it's all good. Let's see if this is our Storms or Sarias, though. Since we're going into Composer's Grave, we even have the Din's Fire, so we don't have to flame storage.
Well, Jax has the Din's Fire, Ceddy doesn't.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They're stacking up advantages here. Just being slightly more thorough, doing the bow the archery check in, sorry, the slingshot minigame check in market, and the Boulder of Destiny has yielded them 2 more important items. And there's Song of Time.
Song of Time. Huh.
So either Sarias or Storms in Ice Cavern. Still no logic available in this house.
Oh.
Right.
Hey!
Sure, I guess we're not doing a light arrow hunt today. And now Jax has the SFM to King Dodongo hint and is scratching their head. This game is an interesting logic puzzle so far. Though, do we care about logic once we find enough items to start our first medallion dungeon?
Not too much, especially since it's kind of like bomb logic right now, which sometimes can matter, but like, I guess it just depends on how deep it the bomb logic actually runs, because that could maybe like hint you towards other items, but I
Also,
don't
bomb
know.
logic becomes less and less relevant with a bomb chew pack and a wallet, which we know is Sphere Zero,
Mm-hmm.
plus access to the bomb chew salesman. It's not logical access, but we do have the ability to reverse across the wasteland and get that bomb chew refill if we have to. Meanwhile, Ceddy has found a shadow temple in the Dongo's cavern.
Ooh. It's an interesting spot for a Shadow Temple to be.
Eliminates quite a few requirements. You might be able to finish Shadow without Din's fire.
Mm-hmm.
What do we have here? That's a bomb-locked hookshot. Speaking of bomb logic, seems like bombs lock a lot this seed. DMT bomb wall for the hookshot.
Oh,
And big chest in the composer's grave that Ceddy wasn't able to get gives us, well, a Zora
Zora
tunic.
tunic. Okay. Alright, so the hook shot puts everything back into logic. So like we made it, we're there.
No. It's bomb. Oh no, never mind. We have a hammer.
Yeah, because we had the Sphere Zero hammer. So the hammer gets you the hook shot, which gets you Minuet, which gets you Requiem, which gives you Iced Cavern access, which could give you Song of Storms to get a bomb bag. It's all it's all right there. Obviously, maybe.
Makes sense.
Hopefully.
Okay, so the seed is basically solved, and all we need to do is watch them play it out.
we cracked the seed in 29 minutes. We're geniuses.
Yeah, by watching two runners and not having to play the video game at the same time. Yeah, the scale is not particularly in path consideration anymore, I would say. I think Requiem is the more likely candidate.
If it leads to storms, then it still technically is, because you would need the scale to get the bomb bag from frogs. But like, it really, who knows now? Scale, no, because you have ZL. Yeah, no, scale still locks access to bottom of the well as well right now. With bottom of the well being in Jabu, and I mean, with all the checks in there, that could just be where stuff is. And Jack's getting that hook shot.
A friend of mine learned 2 days ago on a CSR restream that you could also stop Link the Goron with a bow. So shoutouts to Penny, hope you're watching. You just got to watch that again. She was legitimately pissed at that, honestly.
It's one of those things you never think to try.
That's a great hit location. Thanks, game. We're out of here.
This could be Iron Boots? No.
No, it's Ceddy's bow.
Never punished for skipping child shooting gallery.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So the song we got was Minuet, right? And that's really the only thing of consequence. Ice Cavern to Bongo. Interesting.
Okay. Thus concludes our path-ins.
Yeah, so there was nothing on the ferry. So with Crater to Morpha and Crater having Minuet, forest entrance is probably no. Because did we get a hint for Water Temple entrance was
It's
bottom
in the
of the
well,
wall, right? So Minuet is on the path to Morpha for forest entrance.
For forest entrance, which at this point can only be Deku, DC, or fire. If it's Deku, we have a problem.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm wondering if it's Dodongo's at forest entrance to get. But then, oh man, then you're digging into the bomb logic again. What? Oh gosh, I'm getting lost. Getting lost in the sauce here. Yeah, show us that forest entrance. Make it easy. So, okay, so it is Deku Tree. But, like...
So either this has a long shot or iron boots, or if it doesn't have anything, we're doing all dungeons.
You've got to just be, like, long shot in here. I would assume. Because if OOT is Serenade, I just... Oh, we're both in Deku Tree, but Ceddy doesn't have the Hyrule Shield to get past this scrub, which will not punish him since it's all small chests.
I do think that Ceddy doesn't know that a mirror shield is not available here. Whoops!
Oh.
Oh! He knows.
Oh no, you have hammer.
Oh yeah, and you have a bow as well.
And yeah.
Oh no, wait, right. This is hard-coded to only accept reflected Deku nuts.
I think you can use... Can you not use hammer on that one?
No, it's only the shield. This is because this is meant to teach you. Oh yes, you can reflect Deku nuts off of your shield. That's a surprise tool that'll help you later.
Oh well, there's a big chest.
Big chest. Okay.
What? Oh.
So Deku is our access to King Dodongo. To beating King Dodongo, rather.
What in the heck? What in the heck? Okay.
So Crater really only had Minuet, which is logical access to Deku Tree. So I'm going to say Saria's is 99% on Prelude because because DC locks that. So this Minuet is the only access, the only adult SFM access we have. And SFM path to King Dodongo for scale to
Got to be an entrance logic thing now, but I
it's an entrance logic thing for sure. I mean, it is literally on the path to King Dodongo, as in you have to go through SFM to get to Deku Tree, but... Thanks, Rich. But, you know... Other than that, we're going to need some more material here. So we have a bomb bag, which was in a Deku compass room.
Ooh. Immediate
Ceddy
big chest in PTG.
giving us Furor's
Hey!
Wind. Not required, but welcome.
Especially in Dungeon ER, there's all sorts of good things the FW can do for you.
Rich, that is a sentence that only makes sense to the utterly deranged and those playing Dungeon ER.
Oh man.
I know what you mean, but good grief.
Imagine.
Rich in chat just said, if DC is in ice, then RL, Ruto's letter, could be in ice. As in, if Dodongo's Cavern is in the Ice Cavern entrance, then Ruto's letter could be in Ice Cavern, which is in Spirit Temple today.
Whew. We're gonna need a bottle.
Oh, big chest on GTG right side. What is this? Been available from the very beginning. Logically available since we had the bomb bag. And that's another slingshot, not helpful.
No.
Okay. So Crater has Minuet, which gives us a bomb bag in Deku Tree. Which we'll see how that goes, because that was the only pathable item in Deku Tree.
Yep.
Or could be the scale. No, the scale is already one of the pathable items in SFM just for... but that is only put in logic with Minuet. The other pathable item also only put in logic by Minuet is Requiem. So scale or Requiem are both potentially still path to King Dodongo. To give us... to somehow lead us to that bomb bag? Because that's the only way it can be. Anyway. Jax's logic royalty, we're just going to ask them after the race. And it's time for Jax to be a child again. Or not.
I don't know what that means. Well, we know where a fair bit of the entrances are already. GTG is Forest, Shadow is Jabu, DC is Shadow, Well is Water, Forest was Deku, and we know Jabu is the Well. Fire Temple was Shadow Temple, wasn't it?
Shadow is in the DC entrance. Spirit Temple is in the Fire entrance.
Yeah, oh, that's what I meant. I'm sorry.
Oh, what did Ceddy just get? I missed it. Big chest. Lens. Okay. Interesting. It's in logic. Does that have any implications for us as of now? Don't think so?
Yes, let's see here. So the only dungeons we don't know an entrance for are DC and Fire, and the only two entrances we don't know are Ice Cavern and Bottom of Lake. So if we're looking at logic, you're looking for Ruto's Ladder, or you're looking for Iron Boots.
So DC is at this point either in Ice Cavern or where?
Or Bottom of the Lake, so like water entrance. So you have water entrance
Oh.
and ice entrance. That's where DC has to be, based on what we know already.
Okay.
So the logic for the DC path has got to be towards a Ruto's Ladder or an Iron Boots.
Okay, that makes sense then.
Mm-hmm.
Storms, by the way, still hasn't made an appearance. But again, I'm saying Saria's is on Prelude, almost certainly.
Kirby, if it's a gold scale path just to get inside Dodongo's Cavern because Iron Boots are into Dodongo's Cavern, that would be. I'm so in for that. I am so in for that. Give me gold scale path.
I mean, wouldn't be the first time this week that we had a gold scale in a path relevant location. Boy.
Yeah, like dungeon
Poor
ER
Mr.
at its
Mario.
best.
This is truly the best of Dungeon ER. We'll see. Oops, sorry. Thought that wouldn't come through. But remember, chat, hydrate or dihydrate.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so Jax is now,
Target Woods.
Target in the Woods is now just cleaning up some child checks. I don't quite know what their plan is after this. Oh! GTG? Maybe? As child?
Maybe, since you're here, unless you're gonna go in a field or something.
Looks like they go in the field.
Interesting. Wonder why you would
do have a
do that as
horse.
child. Yeah, like you have a horse. I wonder why you'd do it as child. Well, Jax hasn't been to Valley yet, and they're going to chase the Valley path and get the Mirror Shield. So
Makes sense.
This is, yeah. So I actually don't mind the routing like this. And we're going to get the Ice Cavern entrance here in a moment, since it looks like Ceddy's about the KZ skip.
Which will tell us a lot about what we can expect for logic this seed. But yeah, I think we've mostly solved it. Ceddy not having a shield is really hurting him here. Not being able to find that bomb bag later on. Oh, Jax is getting rewarded by a remote grotto and reminded that Gerudo Valley is path to Twin Rova. And finds Ruto's letter!
Whoa. Ooh.
Well, that's helpful.
Yeah, it is. Ooh. And turn that into Ice Cavern to get the Bongo Bongo path as well now.
Bomb or hammer locked as well, by the way.
Yep.
And GTG Toilet is still dead. And inside Jabu, one can still find the bottom of the well.
His Fire Temple or Dodongos, it's going to be rough for Ceddy here, considering he's only got the 2 bomb chews. You're not going to be able to do... Well, if it's Fire Temple, you can get pretty far in there, but still, it's not ideal.
Not really, no. Alright, let's see what we have at the bottom of the fountain, as well as what's in that ice cavern entrance. That?
Blue?
That was blue, but it looked round. Might be a bomb refill. Might have been another bottle, suggest Pyra, I don't know, it doesn't seem particularly important. Kind of been a gold scale. There's Fire Temple in Ice Cavern.
Yep.
So that leaves DC in...
Water.
In water, okay.
Yeah, water entrance is DC.
Alright.
Yeah, which makes sense.
So that Rudo's letter is somehow... Well, it's not path to King Dodongo, but the... So both Scale or Requiem could still be pointing at... access to Water Temple here. Scale, again, could just be gold scale water entry required to get to King Dodongo. I'm here for it.
I'm so here for it. I think what's really interesting is, so we have fire entrance logic, and we still have the river to Valvagia with Frogs 1 on their minds.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if that's Hover Boots, the Ice Cavern path to Bongo is going to be Storms. So we should get Storms in Ice Cavern. That way we can get Hover Boots from River, which is also path to Valvagia, and counteractively path to Bongo.
Yep. And that would solve it all.
For the most part. You need the Iron Boots and Long Shot are what's at play here. Which it's possible Iron Boots could be into Dongos, which then means we're on the hunt for Long Shot.
It is certainly somehow bomb locked, because that's the only... And exclusively bomb locked as well, because that hammer was just free.
Yep.
Which limits it to King Dodongo, or limits it to the back end of Dodongo's Cavern, actually. And a few sporadic checks. Shortcut, for example.
Shortcut, Hyrule Castle Ferry, Bomb Tree Bowling, not Goron Pot because Goron City is foolish. Alright, so yeah, Jax is doing this, circle through domain, turn in Rudo's letter, then warp back to market, check Hyrule Castle Ferry and Bomb Tree Bowling, go adult, do Ice Cavern, get Storms, then you have to age change again to go get Hover Boots from Frogs. The double age change
Annoying,
required.
but you know, meh.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like the way you could route it. Jax already did bowling. Okay. Then did Jax do Hyrule Castle Ferry as well?
No, they didn't.
I'd be wanting to check that.
Yeah, again, exclusively bomb lock checks are where our Morpha access would be.
Oh, the 2 bomb checks in the well?
Good
Yeah, you
shout,
could.
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
gosh,
well,
yeah.
well, it's just check dens in general. It's not a bad idea. Oh, Jax
And
is
with the
interested in
Rudo's
what's in
letter.
the lake.
Yeah, what was it?
About to see. Not they
Oh,
dove
no,
away
just
after all.
rupees.
Never mind.
Hmm. Okay, we have well and logic with the Rudo's letter too, so there could just be something. Okay, yeah, I'd be routing. Yeah, bottom of the well right here is good.
Mm-hmm.
Which really just means the seed is potentially, if we're like talking through things correctly, the seed is lining up very well for Jax based on their routing and decisions they made early, which
Yeah, I
is
mean
always rewarding.
this really boils down to their decision to be slightly more thorough in Child and do slingshot minigame and do Boulder of Destiny here.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of that advantage still is carrying them at the moment.
Oh yeah, for sure. You got Ceddy coming to buy the Hylian shield to go back into Deku tree. And doing target game, chasing the crater logic.
I think they're going to get rewarded for that. I think we had something useful in that.
No, I think it is purple. I think it is like. I mean, it's the only bottle we've seen so far, and storms should be in ice. I think you do. You turn in Rudo's letter
Exactly
to free
why
up
do
a
we
bottle
need
for ice.
exactly why do we need to do it? Why do we need to use scale to get to King Zora though? Because we have Zealous Lullaby.
Oh yeah, we have. Well, that's right. We have ZL and the bomb. Yeah, the hook shot puts the bomb in logic. I guess we don't.
Obviously, Lap Dive is also sus until
True.
otherwise proven.
Very true.
But finally, Ceddy can finish Deku Tree, will get his bomb back, and will then be on his merry way to start the seed, I think.
Mm-hmm. Maybe today. That would be wild.
When has
Strength ones on
Randombot
Lab
ever
Dive.
put Logical Strength 1 behind double scale on Lap Dive? Man, I do wonder, new IT guy, when that ever might have happened. Poor Mr. Mario. Man, that sucked for him.
Spirits in the fire entrance.
Hmm?
Yeah, instead, he's picking up that bomb bag.
Probably taking a moment to puzzle out that path logic. But let's see what Well has for us. Again, there are two strictly bomb lock checks here, and that could be very interesting for Morpha access. Also, Ceddy is collecting skulls, which Jax seems to have mostly stopped doing at 5 skulls in. Biggie in well, 2 biggies in well.
Ooh.
Okay, here we go. This is not bomb locked, and it's another bow. Third one. This is the locked, which is a bottle. Okay. So Rudo's letter theory is out the window.
Huh. Also, yeah, bow percent. Let's go.
Zelda's Lullaby locked key. That means the entire basement is Zelda's Lullaby locked. As well as locked pits and the like, obviously. Mirror shield, Ceddy. Alright. Nothing on dead hand, but Jax chooses to take the heart here. Dumb question, actually. If you're playing with heart piece, or rather with heart container bridge, do heart pieces and heart containers still show up in heart chests, or are they in big chests then?
I don't know. I don't know. I think they're still... Yeah, skulls work that way. But then you have textures, so like, is it just like a big heart chest at that point, or is it just a...
Curious question. Alright, like had nothing, this has nothing. Let's see if basement has anything. No, it's the last key. We're out of here.
Oof. Meanwhile, Ceddy had set that Furor's Wind in Fire Temple, and immediately went right back there after Deku Tree, and is going to get the first medallion of the race right here at the happy 1 hour mark.
Happy 1 hour, everyone! And Jax is headed into Fire Temple entrance, which is Spirit Temple, so Child Spirit play here.
Yeah, we're going to get Child Spirit out of Jax. We're getting Fire Temple out of Ceddy, our 2 runners today. Make sure you give them a follow. Shout outs to our trackers, Bronze Noon and Ever Mousy, keeping us on pace here with our items and hints and gosh, everything else going on. Shout outs to Tobias, calming and restreaming with me today.
And thank you for joining me on commentary today, Lefty.
Yeah, thank you. Happy to be here.
Happy to have you. Alright, let's see what Jax can find in Spirit Temple here. Meanwhile, Ceddy is about to slaughter a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
With a Bolero in a Way of the Hero location, this is not a bad play. Speaking of...
No. Yeah.
Requiem, again, Requiem could have led to Bolero here.
Uh-oh. Getting somewhat troll-hold.
This is the only way. Bolero is the only way. Jax has to get to... Oh, come on. Jax has to get to Child Spirit here, so...
I don't know. Is that an... Okay. I didn't know if Ceddy was going to have enough time. Hopefully that bomb didn't go off at the same time that the sword swing did.
We'll see. But I don't think if it did that, we would be seeing Volvagia dying here.
Yeah, okay, that's pretty good.
Big chest and child side spirit yields iron boots.
Iron boots.
Okay, that's our path to. Well, actually, kind of our path to Morpha resolved.
Yeah.
Because that bomb bag gave us.
No.
No.
It was the minuet. It was minuet to get. No.
It was Minuet to get Requiem to get the yeah, exactly. Minuet to Requiem to
Bolero, but we had the hook shot for that.
No,
so.
to Bolero to Iron Boots, right? Hookshot was in DNT Bomb Wall. And that needed a bomb bag, and that bomb bag was definitely locked behind Minuet. So yeah. So whichever way you slice it, Minuet is required. Either for the hookshot or for the Bolero, sorry, or for Bolero. Damn it, you needed Bolero. This is Child Spirit. So Minuet to Requiem to Bolero too.
Yeah, you needed the Bolero. So Requiem giving you Bolero. Yeah.
All right. Oh boy.
Whew. Sometimes Dungeon ER, like as much as I play it and I understand it, sometimes it's still kind of.
For some reason, it feels easier when you're actually playing it.
Yeah, it really does. Do we know Storms is on Prelude? Did we get that hint?
No. But I'm going to claim Sarius is on Prelude, because that is the only way that Minuet as a path item in Crater makes sense.
Yeah. The hookshot was locked by Sphere Zero Hammer, but you don't have a logical way to cross the wasteland to get Bolero, and that being Child Side Spirit Temple, you needed Bolero to get into there. So the hookshot has nothing to do with Child Side Spirit. Ceddy about to get that Din's Fire. And Jax rushing towards Dodongo's cavern.
Which makes sense. They're going to be paying for their DLC today. It's logically relevant and might actually be the only way to get into Water Temple today.
Mm-hmm.
Which is an extra donation to I think their local Audubon Society. Sammy Tukan, no problem for Jax today. And Lake Lab gives us loop.
Nothing.
I expect them to do lap dive as well, just because you're here. Well, that was an easy guess. Speaking of strictly bomb lock checks, let's see what Ceddy finds in Castle Ferry, because we are still looking for that path to... Are we? No, we've solved that. Minuet to Requiem to Bolero to Child Spirit.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's solved.
That's solved.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Bomb lock bombs.
Great.
It confirmed what we already solved. We did it.
Mm-hmm. This means that two paths converge on those iron boots. Both the SFM to King Dodongo path as well as the Crater to Morpha path both converge on those iron boots.
Yep.
Oh, Triple, you can unfill the lake. There is a hint stone on the island that you can sword slash to unfill the lake. Also, get your guesses in chat real quick. Ceddy is about to show us treasure chest minigame and cutoff after purple or new IT guy, I guess.
Oh, I'm out.
I'm out immediately as well. Right, left. Bronze noob is still in. Right, left, left. Bronze noob is still in. And bronze noob is out. And Ceddy should have that water medallion, you're totally right. Click. I am going to step away for just a minute here. Be right back.
Alright. Well, guess that means it's just me. Just me and two runners in a Dodongo's cavern and a spirit temple. Yeah, a whole lot of nothing in DC so far. But I think based on the wild logic to get to DC, it's all good. I thought there was a chance that Iron Boots would be into Dodongos, but it turned out to be Child Spirit, which still fulfilled all the logic. Which Ceddy's catching up on, which Ceddy also already having Fire Temple done and having access to Furor's Wind that Jax doesn't have. There's, like, real possibilities that Ceddy comes back. And I can't even really say that they're quote-unquote behind right now based on them already beating Fire Temple, because Jax is going to have to trek all the way out that way. Yeah, like, that Furor's Wind can, like, mega combine the two words together accidentally, like, pay off. I think it may save more time in this seed than you'd think. Again, Dungeon ER, Furor's Wind is like your best friend. Furor's Wind was in GTG, which Ceddy did right side and, well, most of GTG actually. He picked up FW there. and 2 bottle lock bottles behind the Rudo's letter. It depends, like, if Ceddy does... So if Ceddy knows where Dodongo's cavern is, he could very easily do something similar to Jax, where on the trek to or the water temple entrance, clear out Hyrule Field and pick up the Rudo's letter. Like, if you're wanting a closer race or looking into that, that's what you'd want from Ceddy. Now, Ceddy just books it straight to Dodongo's cavern. You may be looking at orphaning Rudo's letter, but I mean, just gonna have to wait and see, I guess. Dodongo's down for Jax. See where... Oh, pick up the song, which we think is Saria's. Oh, shoot this. No, you don't have Sun Song. Can't do Shoot the Sun. Did we not do adult fishing? It doesn't look like we did adult fishing. Nice. I don't mind it. Spirit's a required dungeon, so like it's just more progression. Like I don't see anything wrong with it at all. Especially if you find a strength or a bottle or some shit like that. Ooh. This is a good little, like, Armos tech. Yep, it would open up Forest. You could beat Forest. You could... Okay, so this is Saria's like we thought, because it puts everything into logic. If I'm Jax, I need to be doing Ice Cavern now. Yeah, there it is. Yep, the logic-wise, it makes sense. Ice Cavern should have Song of Storms, and then... excuse me. Frogs 1 should have Hover Boots. Unless there's, like, something deeper involved in that, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna get Storms. Yeah, no, actually, it could be Strength. With no Strength, it could be that. Oh! Iron Knuckle brought the hammer down. The axe down. Down. Oof.
Generally not recommended to take an Iron Knuckle axe to the face.
Yeah. Welcome back.
So what did I miss?
Nothing. We confirmed what we already knew. Prelude
I see.
check was Saria's. So, Ceddy did all of that other child spirit stuff, and like I was kind of like talking through it. Ceddy needs to get the Rudo's letter, but if Ceddy is slowly making ground on Jax due to Furor's Wind and catching up, if he clears through Hyrule Field on the way to the Water Temple entrance, he can get the Rudo's letter. If he books it straight to Water Temple, he may orphan that Rudo's letter, and so far, all the other bottles we have gotten are Rudo's letter locked. So, you already need the Rudo's letter for, like, fire logic, but you, like, hard need the Rudo's letter to get another bottle to even do Ice Cavern. Unless, wait, oh no, was this... That's right, is this a bottle right here? Oh my, this could be huge. We could be, like, converging in Ice Cavern. Because then you don't need Rudo's letter.
It is the
You
final
don't need.
bottle.
I mean, technically, that's a Rudo's Letter locked bottle, but like, you don't. We know. Bottom of the Well had nothing, so like, you don't need Rudo's Letter. That's huge.
Oh, that's a big chance that Ceddy has here to catch up a lot.
And Ceddy also already has the Fire Temple Medallion completed, where Jax is going to have to trek out that way. Also, Ceddy has Furor's Wind, where Jax does not. So, like, he's been able to make up time by using the FW in Fire Temple to get that bottle. That is, wow, what a play! What a Furor's Wind and routing from Ceddy. Wow.
Again, there's good reason why both of these runners are in the quarterfinals of Challenge Cup here.
100%. It's hard to say if either runner has a hard advantage, because Jax has the Dongos over Ceddy. Ceddy has fire over Jax. It depends. Is like there was early boss key in Fire Temple, so if Jax wants to dig more into Fire Temple to look for a strength potentially, it depends on what we get. So, assuming we do get the hover boots off a river, we're both going to be in Shadow Temple fairly soon, looking for strength because we're what, long shot and 2 strengths. We're a long shot and 2 strengths from a go mode, correct?
That does look to be right, yeah.
Oh. Said he getting that calcium in. Yeah, well could be a time waste for Ceddy, but that's only if Ceddy picks up Rudo's Letter, which now, if he continues to play as aggressive as he has, he's not going to be doing the Hyrule Field checks. So that would actually save him from getting lost in the well.
Yeah, I would agree. He's going to postpone them for as long as possible. And it turns out that as possible is pretty long.
Yes.
Bob not cooperating with Jax here.
Ugh.
So this will be storms. This will give access to water in the well, but obviously won't allow us to complete it. It's likely going to be hover boots in river for Volvagia access. And that leaves Ice Cavern Path to Bongo for storms, so there is likely to be a useful item for Shadow Temple in any storms check. Because there wasn't anything useful in Ice Cavern other than storms.
Which we're going to get the storms checks from Jax now. We'll get Water Temple opened, Frogs 1, Kokiri Forest, DMT.
Yeah, that's definitely next on the agenda.
I think on Frogs 1 would work 2 hints. Yeah, no, I could definitely see strength there instead of hover boots. It's just with the early boss key in Fire Temple, hover boots feels more likely because hover boots to Volvagia would make more sense. And if that is the case, the hover boots to Volvagia are because Hover Boots lock strength, you may get both strengths and Shadow Temple. And Volve was a key. So it's very possible Hover Boots lock a strength or two. Where, like, if Hover Boots lock the first strength and then, say, Force Temple has strength 2 or something like that, there's something like that could be at play.
Yep.
Did we see a Fire Temple Foolish? I only saw Fortress and Goron City.
I don't think we saw that Fire Temple Foolish.
Castle 2 hint? We did see Ceddy go for the Castle 2 hint. Did we just miss Fire Temple being foolish there?
I don't know. I might have completely blanked on that, yeah.
I definitely saw Ceddy go for that Castle 2 hint. That would be even better for Ceddy, who was able to do FW shenanigans, manipulating Fire Temple into the bottle even more. Oh my goodness.
Alright, Storms checks for Jax here, obviously. Routes probably upriver into Kokiri Forest, or alternatively just safe warps here. I don't know which one is quite quicker. So if chat can be trusted, Fire Temple being foolish, that's kind of huge.
Yeah, I kind of want to go back and see if I can find... I have to do some investigative journalism here. Look at that.
And here they say sports journalism isn't investigative. Anyway. Ron Snoop is checking, apparently.
Let's do this child again.
And the answer is hover boots on Frogs 2, Frogs 1, actually.
All right, that means strength 1 is behind hover boots.
All right, so that fulfills our path to Volvagia, but that's a boring option, and yeah. And Ice Cavern to Bongo for nothing but storms. So is that also the hover boots, or is it any other item? Honestly, that's the question here. I mean, there are other Stormslug checks in this game.
Yep,
We'll
I
see.
just confirmed it from back at 108. Said he was at Castle 2 and it is Fire Temple Foolish.
Woof. Okay.
Again, that's just huge. First check, boss key, Fire Temple Foolish, hovers to path Volvagia, hovers lock strength, could be strength 1 in Shadow Temple.
Oops.
Well, we didn't, based on, I guess, what we know we didn't find a strength in GTG off of what Ceddy was able to do. We know there wasn't a strength in the well. Unless it's 10 or 20 skulls, I'd just be Shadow Water Temple. That's why I think it's going to be Shadow Temple.
Yep, I'm dismayed to report to you that Ceddy just found Rudo's letter, which could be a huge time sink for him.
Yeah, it could. That could be Ceddy going to bottom of the well at some point.
Two
Yeah,
strings and a
two
long shot
strings
for
and a
go.
long shot. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, at this point, first of all, it is time for Jax to do Shadow Temple. They're not going to particularly care that everything after Crushers is out of logic or can be out of logic with that without a strength. They can complete a dungeon, so they're going to do that. That must have been a notification sound from Jax. Turns out Jax forgot to turn off their notifications.
Oh, hey, congrats to the follower, Jax.
Probably not what they were looking to hear at the moment. Just completely throws you out of focus.
It certainly can. I still would have liked to see Ceddy stay aggressive and skip the field checks. If he is looking to make up time, he should just be rushing dungeons. I guess the strengths and long shot may be eating at him, but
Probably. Alright, so, last few checks in Shadow Temple that are in logic. The spinning blades room, and then after that, lower crushers.
Yep. And then it depends if there's a small key on that upper chest or not.
Okay, so Ceddy is kind of retracing Jax's steps here in the Dongus Cavern, but still has that Fire Temple completion over Jax. Meanwhile, Jax is halfway through Shadow Temple. And if Ceddy can avoid the well, he has a good chance of I don't know if catching up is the right word here, of taking this game, honestly.
I think it fits. So there's two things here. One, Ceddy can dodge the well, which I'd like to think he will. I don't see him going back child for a while, especially since he has beaten Fire Temple and all that stuff already. So hopefully he's able to dodge that. Two, Jax does not have the Fire Temple Foolish hint.
Ooh, yeah, good shout.
So for Jax, after Jax beats Shadow Temple, their choices are to go to GTG, which they may do, and pick up the lens and whatever that entails. But then they may just go towards Fire Temple, where they know Fire Temple is at. And then they may clear more Fire Temple after getting that key from Volvagia.
Which would just be a strict time loss. And Jax is probably happy to learn that Shadow Temple is beatable completely without strength.
That's interesting. That's real interesting. So we don't even have a strength lock Shadow Temple. Huh. Yeah, it feels like there should be a strength in here. Which
should there be?
I mean,
why?
Density? I don't know. I just looking for something here, because based on where we know strengths aren't and what dungeons are still required, you're gonna get strength 1 in Water Temple, perhaps, because that's what you do next. Like, if you're Jax, you're just gonna be rounding through what dungeons you can. You're gonna go do Water Temple. Or you might do some of Water Temple, actually, because you don't have Long Shot yet. And then maybe you go towards Fire Temple. Gosh, it's hard to say. Yeah, we're just running out of spots. It's not well, it's not GTG, it's not, you know... Oh. Maybe you get Long Shot here, and then that just pushes you towards water to get a strength or something. I don't really know. Yep. Nah, Shadow was not strength locked, Rich.
Nope. Not at all.
Yeah, Fox, if you're talking about the strat to do that backwalk setup, it's very easy. One of the things is just as long as you enter the room from the right camera angle, it's 3 side hops, back, 2 side hops, nut, back. It is actually, like, decently easy once you, like, actually do it.
The camera angle is the important bit, or is one of the important bits as well, because it prevents the fans in the room from loading for a few seconds.
Exactly.
Because OoT is a well-coded game.
Ooh. Alright, so we got Dodongos out of Ceddy, who is now picking up Saria's, and then... I hope we're not going to bottom of the well. Oh. Unfortunately, I don't know why else you would go child.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they got the storm. They got storms. They got to do the storms checks. They're going to get hover boots and stuff. Then it comes down to dodging bottom of the well, so we'll see what happens. They're going to open Water Temple, Frogs, Trail, Kokiri.
So one half of Saria's song checks are already dead. With Goron City being foolish, do you just do the other Saria song check? Do you take the safe warp there? Just to be sure.
I don't think it could hurt.
Nothing but a small key back here. Let's see if the manager has anything.
Otherwise, one of our most dense dungeons had nothing in it. Ooh, Din's fire strats.
Yeah, don't even bother with the invisible floor masters. Just get them out of the way. And nothing.
Yikes. Yikes!
Well, one more chance for it to redeem itself.
Oh, we haven't seen a 10 skull turning yet, right?
I do, in fact, not think we have.
Oh, 10 skull was... Oof. Okay. So 20 skulls... Then overworld-wise, not much. Eesh. Maybe you gotta go to Forest Temple. Boss Key was the first check. And also, Fire Temple's foolish, and Ceddy knows that, and Jax doesn't. So it like, really worked out.
How deep did Ceddy go fire? Ceddy only went to the boss key because it's foolish, but only Ceddy knows that hint.
Yeah. The thing is, with Volvagia being a small key, Jax could end up doing more Fire Temple in search of a strength or a long shot, potentially. That is very much at play.
Alright, that is Bongo down for Jax. Let's see if Shadow has any redeeming qualities here, besides being a medallion dungeon. It does?
A boomerang!
That's not what we wanted to see. Jabu's a stone.
Oh man, we joked that we didn't have to go to Jabu.
Put that thing back.
Yeah. Oh, Stone Jabu for Strength 1, anybody?
Okay, so Jax is playing
Strength
Bolero,
on
so is
Baronade.
headed into Spirit Temple. Strength on Baronade. I would take offense, honestly. No, it's not headed into Spirit Temple. Obviously, why would they be? They don't have any strength. Where are they headed
This
though?
is
Ice
a
Cavern
Fire
entrance.
Temple. Yeah, this is a Fire Temple play,
Okay.
which could be huge if Jax decides to full clear Fire Temple, because that's a lot of time. Although, here we go. Ceddy falling for the bottom of the well bait, and it might not matter.
Oh, rip. Also, Storms checks, yeah.
Oh, have we not seen Cack Storms? No, okay.
No Kokiri Storms, haven't seen that yet, no.
Or Kokiri Storms is what I meant, yeah.
Oh!
Big chest.
Village Well leads to Water Temple, yes we knew, but Stormstock Big Chest, and Storms is a path item, but that's the hover. That's still just pointing to the hover boots. Wanted to go for the swag strat here and decided otherwise. Time for Fire Temple from Jax. And here's hoping they only do up to boss key. Honestly, in any normal seed, you don't want to do more of fire than you have to. Ideally, you postpone a dungeon like Fire or Spirit Temple or Water Temple for as late as to as late as possible. You want to do other dungeons first when you can, just because you have a better idea of how much you can skip reasonably.
Yeah, it's just in the unfortunate position for Jax. Fire Temple is in a bad spot, and Jax does not have Furor's Wind. So if you put into the Jax playing thorough and not wanting to leave anything to chance, I could see Jax clearing Fire Temple anyway. Maybe looking for a quote-unquote Strength 2 if they decide to go deeper or something. Because if you bail Fire and you don't know that it's actually foolish, you are never coming back based on this location.
Yeah, no,
FW
you're making
is
a
in
hard
GTG.
commitment. Congratulations on your third and final bow.
Is it a correct play when we've resolved the logic? I get if you're looking for the strengths, I could totally see it. But if you were trying to just like rush progression or that type of thing, you get the hover boots, then you go to Shadow Temple. Now, we know Shadow Temple didn't have a strength, but
There isn't anything useful in GTG, huh?
Yeah. If Jax manages to skip GTG, that could be huge. The only thing is the no FW, which really only matters if Jax decides to go further into Fire Temple. So if Jax skips out on Fire Temple and skips out on GTG, that is ginormous. I think it'd be wild if Jax skips Fire Temple based on the way they've played the entire seed. But I also think Ceddy going from aggressive to thorough is a decision as well. So Jax going from thorough to aggressive and Ceddy going from aggressive to thorough, like swapping back and forth at different times and leading to different progression.
Yeah, welcome in, KLO. Child Spirit is hard required to get your irons, and that is only reachable via Bolero. So yeah, that's how that goes. Welcome to Dungeon ER. Jax does have some pixel shot, some you know some scars from that one pixel shot incident. That is true. Also free Scarecrow though. Key under the doormat for Volvagia for jaxstronomy, and yeah, straight onto Volvagia. We'll see if they walk back in. I give it 50-50 chances. They either do or they don't.
I'll take those odds. Yeah, I mean, Jax doesn't go back into fire. That's an aggressive play. I mean, it's the objectively correct play. But when you don't know fire is foolish and you're missing strength, long shot, it feels aggressive.
Sure. Dipping into forest is honestly not a bad shout.
No, not at all. Courtyard could have strength 1 at this point, and it's progression. I would not mind it at all. It's got to be something.
Ooh, 3 hits on Volvagia. On 4 hits on airborne Volvagia there. Nice.
Damn.
But I don't think it's going to be enough time.
Though. Did Jax get
do they have a ferry? I don't think they do. Oh no, they got the ferry off of Pose.
Okay. Good.
Oh no! I think they just got hit by Volvagia. They're gonna time out. Okay.
Oh.
Timer reset.
Oh. All right. And yeah, Chuckles, I agree that completing fire is extremely fair. No Furor's Wind. Fire location is in a terrible spot. And you're 3 items from go. We have the power of hindsight and hints that we know Fire Temple is foolish. That's why in Jack's position, it's rough.
It's almost as good as the power of Grayskull.
Yeah, I think if Jax had been hit, it would have caused a soft lock or something, right?
No.
No? Okay.
Yeah, alright, no, they're... Oh, they're walking back in.
And
Oh, well.
we're back to fire.
Alright, they traded useless dungeons. Ceddy has completed well, and Jax is about to complete fire.
That, I mean, if Jax does a full clear of Fire Temple, that'll give Ceddy time to beat Shadow Temple, and then we will be essentially tied. I can't even believe, like, if that happens and this seed is essentially tied almost 2 hours in, that's nuts.
It is.
Considering the decisions that were made. Oh my goodness.
So do they climb
Yeah,
all the
see-
way to the top? I think they will.
Yeah, it's 6 items. Like, or not.
They're out! They're just clearing Lava
Whoa!
Room. That's a play!
Alright. I could definitely, like, the strength lock pushing them away is definitely a thing that's real.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, if I was in Jax's shoes, I would know that everything after that is strength 1 locked. But that doesn't mean you're going to get strength 2 or long shot there.
Yeah,
That's huge for Jax, though.
As long as you're locked
Big
out by
fan.
that strength, you're not going back here. The question really becomes, do you ever go back there if you find a strength somewhere else? Where are we headed now? We're headed toward forest area-ish.
Looks like you're going to get GTG. Maybe? Or no,
Nope.
DMT storms?
Yeah, trail storms. There's also, in the DC entrance, there's Shadow Temple. We've seen that. You know, Goron City is foolish. Yeah, DMT storms. Haven't seen that yet. It's nothing though. Ice to Bongo. Yup.
Probably GTG from here. Yeah, it's looking like GTG.
In the Deku tree. Yeah, that makes sense. It's unfortunately not going to yield anything.
No, it'll give Jax FW, which will be nice for the remainder of the seed, but nothing else that we've seen. Another slingshot, another bow, nothing really crazy. From there, then I suppose you go to Forest Temple. At least with FW, going to Forest doesn't feel as bad if you don't get a strength there.
That's true.
Yeah, no, Chuckles, I agree. That's why I think it's extremely risky. But just, you know, hindsight, we know it's the absolute correct play, but that is quite the aggressive to not think about Strength 2 being a possibility in Fire Temple. Yeah, and GTG has nothing, so Jax is going to get this FW super late that was been available for a long time, right after they bailed Fire Temple, and it's not going to feel good, but, like, you go to Forest Temple and find a strength, you're going to be just fine.
Alright, big chest right side, which was, I think, another slingshot. Yup.
Yeah. I think if you're behind, you continue the gamble. That is like a philosophy that I know a lot of people will commit to. And I've actually come around to it and agree with it. I think if you're going to be skipping something early on, kind of just have to keep skipping it.
Yeah, you have to play into it.
Because if Strength 1 is in here and you didn't pick it up for 2 hours, you would probably lose anyway.
Yep.
You know? So it's like... It kind of... I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, judging, like... The aggression versus going back for something or whatnot. Just, you left Fire Temple, but then you're coming back to GTG, which has been available with the Sphere Zero bow. Toilet is dead. Sorry. Jabu is in Shadow Entrance, so that we have all the stuff to get in the Shadow Entrance. Nobody's done Courtyard yet. Forest Temple is in the GTG entrance. We had opponents super early, so Forest Temple was on the plate early. Just nobody has been out that way yet because of Fortress Foolish. And I guarantee you, they've been waiting to get a strength before going all the way out there. But I think at this point,
slowly running out of
do it.
Slowly running out of options, though.
Oh yeah. Yeah, our choices are Stone Jabu, Forest Courtyard, and what, a couple checks in Water Temple, because we don't have strength for that either. So, like,
Water Temple would have the advantage of being kind of a place you need to be anyway, though. That's same with Forest.
Yep.
Ferrora's Wind makes, I think, Forest a better play into water if you... oh no, wait, water is in the well. Well,
yeah.
Still, though. Forest into water, and then... Oh, yeah, right. That was the bow or something. Oh, no, the lens of truth.
The lens.
Yeah.
The lens which gave you the crossing logic, yeah.
I'm losing it!
I don't necessarily think so, Purple. He considers the bow and hook shot were along the way. That also means the strength should be along the way, but we'll see. Yeah, here comes Jax. Fairy into reverse in the Forest Courtyard. Oh yeah, happy 2 hours. Time flies when you're having fun and you have no strength.
Yep. Alright, so we're reversing to Forest Temple. That's a strange sentence to use. Drop for Roy's Wind there if there isn't anything. Play... Or we
Oh!
just get a long shot. Cool. I guess we have a dungeon to complete.
Hey!
Colossus Fairy was the answer, it turns out. Not for strengths, but at least for the long shot.
How did we never check that?
Colossus was discovered super early, or rather Requiem was discovered super early, and we didn't have ZL back then, because that was in the windmill. We literally did adult SFM, both of them did adult SFM before we ever ended up in Kakariko.
Yeah, and that even fulfills even, like, we already had the DC, or the Requiem for the child to the Bolero, but that's also just Requiem to get long shot. So Requiem gave us Iron Boots and long shot. It gave us both Morpha items, essentially.
Yes, but the iron, like, only Requiem for Bolero for Iron Boots is Path, because the long shot is accessible by crossing too.
True. Ooh. Wasteland chest. We didn't see a hint for this. Nope. Just a heart.
12 stalls for Jax there. And, still going for that Forest Temple play, though. Got that on the mind. Which I don't think is a bad shout.
Yeah, no. I don't think it's bad at all. We probably should see Ceddy going there as well. We may get a Forest Temple convergence.
Jax's problem, aka double Forest on Restream. Yikes. Jax's problem is, that they would have to go Child to empty the well, to be able to walk in there as Adult to do Water Temple. So Forest Temple is still a good first choice, and then you can still Prelude and do all that faffing about to be able to actually get into Water Temple and beat it.
Oh, Ceddy turning in 20 skulls. Oh boy.
What are you? Well.
Oh no!
Oh shit!
Oh, Ceddy's gonna just be able to beat Forest Temple. Oh dear.
First skull, first strength on 20 skulls, 2 hours and 5 minutes in. Are you kidding me?
Ceddy's gonna go pick up Longshot, get through Forest Temple.
Is he gonna pick up Longshot? We'll see.
I would hope so. I would really, like, it'd be wild to skip this fairy. I just think he hasn't. Has he not even been out here to read the hints? That's wild.
What was on the archway there?
I think it was a bloopy.
Okay.
It was a bloopy. Okay, yeah. So said he's taking out the bomb bag, gonna pick up that long shot. Route into Forest Temple. Jax will FW out of Courtyard. Ceddy will be able to beat Forest Temple, and we know Jax only has 12 skulls. When does Jax get to 20?
Forest Temple will help. Courtyard, Lobby and Courtyard gets them to 15 at least.
True.
Don't think they have done Child Kakariko yet, so that'd be another 5. So that actually routes really well into routing Forest, into Water, into... Okay, we're walking out of here.
Yeah, we haven't seen Valley Hammer yet. Yeah. Valley is still Path, even though we got the Mirror Shield already.
Wouldn't it be funny if? But no.
No.
Grasping at that last straw before committing to no strength Forest Temple in GTG entrance.
Oh.
Alright, so Ceddy will just be able to dungeon rush for a bit. We'll be able to do Forest, we'll be able to do Water Temple, and on the way hopes to just find another strength for Spirit Temple. Yeah, no, I don't think this is too bad for Jax, given that. Again, I think they haven't done nighttime Cax skulls, and that would actually route really well into having to open the well for Water Temple access anyway. So I don't think that'll be too much of a time loss for Jax if they drop Ferocious Wind here. We'll see.
No, it shouldn't be too bad. Like, at least with FW, it's fine. It's just...
If they already
It
opened
doesn't-
the well, on the other hand...
Jax already has the well open. Well, then Jax will FW here, beat Water Temple. I don't know. We'll just have to see when Jax is able to get 20 skulls, I guess. This is... Oy.
Yeah, definitely Ceddy's advantage here at the moment. And they're done with water, they'll have 20. There are no... I mean, there are skulls in Water Temple, but they are just an utter arse to get.
Yeah, they're not fun.
You have Longshot, the one on the way to Darklink is pretty okay. The one in River Chest is okay as well. Or near River Chest, yeah.
Cax skulls is assuming Jax would go back Child, but you have no reason to go back Child to get those at this point.
Indeed.
Yeah, no strength, Jax. There you go.
Womp womp. There we go. Time for Courtyard. But muscle memory is hard to beat, man.
Yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is. Now, if this is a big chest, you can long shot to it.
It's not, though.
Right.
Lore Master is junk. That leaves 2 chests here in the courtyard. One in the well, one on the island. So let's see if any of them are helpful. And well, I guess one on the map chest as well. Well is nothing. This is a small key.
Is that boss key? Well, we
Not
found
helpful
strength
either.
1.
Yep. Alright, so Ceddy will obviously continue in Forest Temple here. And just hope he runs into his strength along the way. Jax, meanwhile, is now at 15 skulls. And playing Nocturne.
Oh, yeah, Jax didn't get the other courtyard skull. Could have had 16. Wonder if 20 skulls has crossed their mind at all.
It has, otherwise they wouldn't be collecting skulls.
No, I suppose it's true. I just... wonder if you'd want to push it more aggressively. 'Cause for Jax's situation, they are coming up on last location 20 skulls, actually.
I don't think it's that bad, but you're not wrong that it's problematic. Anyway, they have a dungeon to beat at the moment. They're hoping that there isn't a strength-locked, there isn't a boss key behind that push block.
That'd be something else if that's where boss key is. That'd be cruel and unusual.
Indeed. Also, Ceddy giving Tricky Forest the old college try here, and very nearly succeeding.
Ooh.
Did not see what that was in cracked wall. Jax wants it.
Yeah, I think it was a big chest, but I'm not 100. Oh, small key? Okay.
Another small key. Get all the small keys out of the way early. And small key number 3. Alright, so there are 6 small keys in Water Temple and 4 items, plus a boss key. So 6 small keys are out of the way. What Jax really doesn't want to see is a small key, is a boss key or a big chest behind the strength lock block. Hope.
Oh, what do we got?
Yo!
Oh, my goodness. That's huge.
It's good and bad at the same time, because this will push Jax further away from 20 skulls. They will be able to complete Forest Temple, but they will also... I don't know if and when they'll ever get that strength 2 off of 20 skulls.
I guess it depends. If they pick up a couple skulls in here, if the boss key's deep, and then you 4 hours win back in the forest, and you get 1 to 2 more there, it's very possible.
Oh. Big chest. If this is the last skull... if this is the last strength, dude...
I don't know what I would do if that's a strength. If there's a strength here, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
We still need a boss key. It's not out of reach anymore, though. There it is!
Oh.
So,
Compass first clues.
Do you keep digging for maybe another big chest or whatever else, or do you just take your ball and leave? Because I think obviously you do get that big chest because you've seen it now.
Yeah, you get this one and then you're gonna leave because, per Jax's perspective, Strength 2 is go mode. So you're gonna go beat Forest Temple and see if you can find it on the way. After
True.
that, though, I don't know.
After that, you have the rest of Fire Temple available to you from Jax's perspective. Or it's just right here. Nope, that's last
Okay.
bullet back.
All right. While they go to Morpha, I will be right back.
All right. Is Ceddy a compass first person? I don't think so. Alright. Let's see how that Morpha fight goes. Doesn't quite get the quick grab. Only possible randomizer. Because a cutscene prevents that from happening in the vanilla game, but you know, we take those. Oh! That's rude. And that is Morpha down for Jax. Medallion number 4. That's what killed you in the BTB in the Battle Royale qual. Oh dear. Well, Forest Temple certainly next on Jax's agenda. Small key here from Morpha. They're grabbing that. They know Cracked Wall has another small key that they chose not to get.
All right, I miss anything?
No, not really.
All right. Yeah, so Jack's going to finish Forest while Ceddy beats Phantom Ganon and heads to Water Temple, which,
Yep.
all intents and purposes, that'll put Ceddy in go mode, correct?
Yeah, if Ceddy finds that strength in Water Temple, which is very likely, unless he is a compass first person, he will find he will be in go mode. So Jax is certainly on the clock for finding that other strength. The strength Ceddy has is on 20 skulls. That is Forest done for Ceddy. That's the light medallion for him.
Very nice.
This is now Ceddy's turn to head into Water Temple and will likely be in go mode if he does what we expect him to do. And Jax here misremembering about how Furor's went in that twisted... Oh, I think that was my doorbell. I'll be right back.
Oh. But yes, forgetting exactly how FW works in the Twisted Room. Having to go back and set this anyway. Well, Jax has FW now as well, but you are correct. Jax had to keep FW in Forest Temple where Ceddy can keep it on the Morpha. Yes. Oh. And we are not a compass first from Ceddy. That's huge, as some might say. Wow, what a race. For so much of the race, you could argue and potentially be right that Ceddy was behind. And then they just weren't. Like, they were behind, and then they're not. The FW early, the Fire Temple foolish. The Fire Temple plays by Ceddy were thing of champions. The FW logic to get back and forth, to get the bottle, to set themselves up. Really, the only thing that I, from my own perspective, as someone who got knocked out of this tournament in the first round of brackets, is that I don't think Ceddy should have gone to bottom of the well. But obviously everything else worked out.
Well, if you play aggressive, keep playing aggressive. But yeah, it's always a judgment call, and I mean, I can't fault Ceddy for that.
No. That's why everything's interesting. Like I said, really, as I was saying, Tobias, it felt like Ceddy was behind for so long until they weren't, and now they are potentially in the driver's seat based on routing and things that they decided to do.
This is really close, and really depends on how quickly Jax decides to go for 20 skulls.
Yep, because Ceddy's about to pick up that strength. Yep, Ceddy's about to be go mode. Means he'll be able to go straight to Spirit Temple, and Ceddy has more of Child Spirit. Like Ceddy full clear Child Spirit.
Oh, so, right, like, that he climb up there.
Yeah, it's more checks in Spirit Temple that he doesn't have to do to look for boss key. And that puts him decently far ahead because Jax is still going to need 4 skulls. And I don't know when Jax gets those 4 skulls. Unfortunately.
Anyway, go mode for Ceddy.
Yeah, go mode for Ceddy at 227. Very nice. A little Silver Gauntlets go mode on the Silver Gauntlets. But
we do appreciate that. whenever it happens. Hi
Not
Sadie,
bad at
it's
all.
not that bad. No, the one thing that's probably going to cost Jax the race here is a strength on 20 skulls. The first strength that we found at 2 hours and 5 minutes in on 20 skulls. There's about to be boss key for Ceddy, which is true go mode from his perspective. We also had a lot of, like, the logic on this one was just tying knots in our brains for a little bit because the paths were inscrutable.
Yeah.
We figured them out,
So
but, you know.
that was probably the quote-unquote fun part of this seed, was unraveling the logic for what certain things meant, which led to everything except the strengths, and then strengths are just, 20 skulls in Water Temple, go figure. Ooh.
Did you see that speed up that was proposed for this fight?
Oh, no.
The waiting time between Meg disappearing and Meg reappearing can get completely eliminated.
Oh my. You gotta really be on it then, because, like, the one that appears in the first frame is the one that you want to hit every time, so, like, you gotta be like, that'd be cool.
Yep.
You'd really speed that up.
Honestly, you can also just, be a pleb and use the strat of the one that turns again is the one you want to hit. And no, I do not want to re-litigate this in public again, because there was quite a discussion and debate about this pull request. Honestly, I like it, but I understand the arguments for why other people think that this is a change too far for the base game. Oh, get that skull. That's skull token 16 for Jax. Speeding up the Meg fight, Wayfaring Fox.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be that big a deal. It'd add a little bit. I don't even know if it would add that much more of a skill thing to it. As long as you can pay attention for when the first one shows up. Man, that fight would be so fast. That'd be awesome. I'm for it.
There was also some interesting debate that spawned off of this, so I'm not mad about it whatsoever. And like not in the kind of popcorn interesting, in the kind of, hey, this could actually lead to productive results interesting. Okay, Ceddy heading into Fire Temple entrance, which is Spirit Temple today. And it is time to do a super fast go mode Spirit. He needs a boss key, he needs 2 more small keys, and then he's out of here. Well, there's a boss key
our boss
out of
key.
that equation.
Oh, this could be a super, super fast Spirit Temple.
Oh, good shout / little gamble here. Walking straight in when instead you could have gone for right side adult, but you know.
Ooh, I
don't blame
don't
him.
mind this. Yeah,
No.
I don't mind that.
Big key, a big chest, no longer interesting for Ceddy. He will not have a look at that, but a small key is very important. Opening
Hey,
it
I'm
for the
curious.
fans, though. Let's go. The ice arrows.
Yo. Thank you for that one, Ceddy. Appreciate you. You know, you said he didn't get Bigoron's sword, so like I could see him opening up big chests if he sees them, just to maybe save time on a Ganondorf fight. Yeah, if we're going Child Cack to get Skulls, it's 2 age changes. It's gonna be rough.
At this point, Sadie, no, because Jax is the one who still needs a strength. But that was the case earlier. There's Sadie's last key. He's done with Spirit Temple.
Looks like Jax is actually heading to Hyrule Castle Ferry first. Oh no, treasure chest game, because Jax never got the lens. Oh.
Well, did get the lens, but you know.
Yeah, just late. 3 rights make a left, then a right. Yeah.
Cut off at Virgil. Immediately out again. Vava's still in, and so is Bronze Snoop.
I'm out.
Vava and Bronze Snoop still in. Bronze Snoop's still in. And Bronze Snoop's still in. Is it gonna be a left? It's a 50-50 at this point. Yes, it is.
Hey, congrats.
Congrats, Bronze Snoop. You win bragging rights and nothing else. Whoa!
Uh-oh.
And apparently the
Yo,
right to
thank
gift
you.
5 tier 1 subs to the community. Thank you so much for your gift, Bronze Snoop.
Yeah, thank you.
And one of them hit you, Lefty.
Oh, it did. Look at that. Show me my badge. Thank. Enter.
I think, barring anything catastrophic, this is... Ceddy has this in the bag.
Yeah. This is game 1 between them, right? Yeah, game 1. So game 1 will go to Ceddy.
Yep.
Jax will have to try to rubber band it to game 3.
Yep, claw it back there. Oh no. Is Jax just memory hold 20 skulls?
I do wonder, like...
This is indeed Ceddy's first TSG restream.
He played it like a champ. Like, for real, plays and things that Ceddy did. Having the Furor's Wind early, being able to double Furor's Wind back to Fire Temple, picking up that bottle, the Valley early, the Castle 2 hint, finding out that Fire was foolish to set up his plays. Very, very clean. Very clean. Everything that Ceddy did is very, very good.
Couldn't have played it any better, that's true.
No.
And another bomb bag for Jax. Into Nocturne. Most likely to get some skulls. And at least they're gonna be at go mode when Ceddy finishes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Or not.
Oh. Well, the place we didn't want to go to 2 hours and 30 minutes ago.
Indeed. And we still don't want to be there.
No. Not really feeling Stone Jabu today.
No. Stone Jabu has found a way. Solidly in, if it's on 20, I lose territory there.
Yeah, that's what it is. Which, I mean, I like the commitment.
And most likely also tilted, looking from what I'm seeing them play here.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think a fair bit of people would be tilted 2 hours, 40 minutes in. You're a strength from go mode, and it took you 2 hours to get the first strength, and you're just like, what the heck is going on here? You know?
Indeed.
Because otherwise, Jax played this seed really, really freaking good too, by the way. It just is really unfortunate to get randoed by 20 skulls.
We're still casually collecting skulls here, but that's too little too late for sure.
The routing, I think, was the wild logic that led to the hook shots and stuff in the first place. We didn't get Boomerang until after we beat Shadow Temple. Our first bottle was Ruto's Letter. The hook shot that you got led to Deku Tree, which you got a couple skulls in Deku Tree, but then it revolved around going all the way back through. Jax ended up in bottom of the well, and
to note, the first and only logically available bottle was Ruto's Letter.
Yep. So the only logical bottle was Ruto's Letter. And based on the revolving of the routing, there just wasn't a lot of skulls available to Jax unless you committed to, nighttime CAC, which Ceddy actually did for a little bit, which helped because obviously that's where Ceddy got the 20 skulls from. But yeah, no Sun Song, you would have had to set it up. It's just unfortunate timing for skulls, I think. Yeah, for competition's sake, I'm always a big fan of game 3s and bubble games, so I'd like to see Jax be able to bounce back.
Sure, I'm absolutely in favor of a game 3 because that means more Ooter.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Valkyrie sword, of course.
Yeah, Deku was nice and open, so it's not there. I do kind of wonder where Strength 3 is now. I wonder if it was Hard Strength 2 locked in like GTG or something. Kind of like...
Either
now
in
I'm just
GTG
curious.
or in Ganon's Castle, I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm. Except that it was on Shadow Trial too. Oh.
This is the first phase of Ganon down for Ceddy, who is about to run away with this game. Not with the series yet, but with the first game.
Oh, missed the hit that time. Got it back.
Yep, there we go. And that is the final hit on Ganon. Time to barbecue that pig's face, and then get your GGs in chat for Ceddy, who's about to win this with a final time of 2 hours, 45 minutes, and 1 second. GGs.
There we go. Congrats, Ceddy. Let's go.
Let's go. Winning on his first ever TSG restream.
It's got to feel pretty good for him.
Let's see if we can get him in here for an interview. And so Jax said they're trying to FF, but to forfeit, but race time won't let them. So yeah, this one's over. Oh, Ceddy is gonna pass on the interview. That makes sense. Has to do some things.
It's understandable. It's later because you're the same time zone and everything as Ceddy.
Yeah,
right?
it's almost 8 p.m., but it's also his mom's birthday. So happy birthday, Ceddy's mom.
Oh, yo, happy birthday.
Alright, let's see if Jax will join us. Anyway,
Yeah.
it is time for the end card.
Oh, hi, end card.
Hi, end card. So, what is next? First of all, thank you all for watching. And Jax is indeed joining us. Hi, Jax. You're still muted if you wanna talk.
There we go. There we go. I'm muted. Okay.
Hey.
Hey,
What's
where was
up?
this? I just want to know what that
20.
is.
20 skulls.
Yeah. Basically, I had it down to 20, Shoot the Sun, Jabu, Deeper in Spirit, and Tech-Type Grotto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's there wasn't much left.
Yeah, like I worked it out at that point, but yeah. Yep. Just didn't push 20 early. That's fine.
The routing, like the skull routing, was really rough with no suns, and no boomerang, and like the hook shot leading the Deku tree and everything else. You were in all the places that skulls are kind of a pain in the ass to get, whereas Ceddy didn't have.
I also
Ceddy
wasn't
didn't
paying
have.
attention.
Well, I guess it's always possible, you know.
No, I know I wasn't paying attention. Did you see me in Forest?
Well,
you did skip the one skull, but you got the other one.
No, it wasn't that. It was doing the rotating room twice.
Oh. You know.
Yeah, I have a working so, yeah, happy Vyvanse shortage, everybody.
Rip.
My working memory is ass right now, but no, that makes sense. But yeah,
Because like otherwise, you played really, really well. I think the 20 skulls, like obviously, it hurt. It was the go mode. Ceddy actually did nighttime CAC at one point because they didn't have a couple of the things that you had already, so they were just
makes
pushing
sense.
other stuff. And also, I think like with some of the bigger, like quote unquote determining factors, Ceddy had the first win super early.
Yeah, because I
Um,
realized I could have had that, like, child one.
Yes, yeah. So because based on where the bow or the slingshot was, and also said he pushed into the fire temple entrance with a KZ skip super early,
So he
but
got the,
also
bottle.
also had knowledge of the second Hyrule Castle hint saying fire temple was foolish. So like
Okay.
even once he found fire temple there and the first BK like first check was boss key, he didn't have to do any more fire temple and got bailed out that the other all the bottles were Ruda's letter locked, by the
Yes,
way.
I saw it, it was on the bottom of the fountain.
Yes, and he kept an FW there that when he got to the iron boots when you were decently ahead, he was able to warp back, pick up the bottle, and then you were finishing up Ice Cavern as he was kind of entering Ice Cavern and slowly was able
Yeah,
to claw
because
back.
he had the strength too, he was able to claw back, yeah. But yeah,
Well,
that's
you both found the other strength at about the same time at around 2 hours. Like, he
yeah,
turned in 20 skulls while you were in Water Temple.
okay. Makes sense. Yeah, that's I'm not, like, upset about that.
Hmm.
I knew it was one of my last things, and I was you saw I had 19, I was planning on it.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, of course, the boomerang had to be an unstrength lock, so it was totally live.
Yeah. Yeah, Shadow Temple not being strength locked was like,
Yeah, that would have helped a bit, but oh well. Yeah, because I was thinking about going straight into, doing skulls there. I'm like, "Okay, so here's the plan, I have the plan written down, it's fine." Yeah, like,
Hmm.
again, my working memory is not where it should be today, and, like, the fact that I just didn't pick up 20 with my normal speed. That's fine.
Eh, it's only game one,
Oh, yeah,
so
game 1.
gotta bring it back. You gotta bring it back, rubber band it into game 3, so
Yeah, exactly, and if not, well, I'm happy with, I have met my previous Challenge Cup record, and if, I go out on when I'm impaired, I'm not gonna be sad about that.
mm.
Also, like, I want to get to doing some commentary too, so, y'all need to schedule me so I can make it.
We'd
You're on
love to have you
notice.
on commentary.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that makes sense, like, again, if it's funny, that's something where, like, yeah, I had enough to do that I wasn't collecting as aggressively as I should have.
Mhm.
So yeah, that makes sense.
But other than that, you had a really big, or not big, but good advantage that you carried actually through most of the game in the beginning, which just was the that you were slightly more thorough in Child 1 and did Market Shooting Gallery and then Boulder of Destiny. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
Boulder itself, I mean, Dins without magic is really helpful, but the bow early was really helpful and useful,
That was
and
logical, I think, yeah.
yeah,
It was really important logically.
and that actually cascaded into you finding a bunch of items earlier than Ceddy. But yeah, in the
So
end,
yeah, so just bailed out by not being aggressive by being aggressive at the beginning,
hmm
putting him into a corner. That makes sense. And yeah, if you never had to go into well, that saves some time.
Wow, that's he did go into well. He kind of
Oh,
like he played really aggressive early and then started getting thorough when we were at like an hour and a half and no strings were showing up.
mhm,
So like while you were in Fire Temple, he was in the well.
okay, makes sense. Yeah, like looking for 'cause that point, what was I thinking? I was thinking I was looking at No, I knew I was doing because I had gotten the Song of Storms. I was like, okay, so I'm gonna go pick up my whatever that item is, either a strength or it's hovers, and if it's strength, it gives me forest, and if it's a hover, if it's hovers, it gives me uh shadow, so that's great. But yeah, just missing the strength. And then I figured out by like while I was in the Morph-fight, good job, mate. I worked out, I was like, okay, I'm holding strength 2, I've got to go find strength. But did not go directly to it, so therefore did not win. And that's fine.
Ah, well.
Mhm.
Yep. But yeah, I worked out I was holding strength 2 because there's only 4 unlocked keys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good point. Has to be a key
So I knew I was
on
holding
either
strength 2.
Dark Link or River Chest, right? No,
Yep,
that's
and
not
you can't.
possible.
And there's one in a dragon chest, and you can't get to it without strength.
Hmm.
So it's definitely a strength lock strength.
Ah, well.
Yep, I knew what I was doing. Normally, as per usual, knew what I was doing. Just got to it a little slow, but that's fine. Just do a run back on it,
Yep.
which we'll figure out when that'll be.
Better luck next
Mhm.
time, and we're looking forward to seeing if we can put that on restream as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, is there anything else that you need to know about the seed? Any
Now that was
questions
the
you
only
have?
thing.
Hmm.
That was the only thing was which of my remaining checks.
All right.
Yeah, I like
That
having the furrows early was nice.
that boomerang on Bongo was silly a little bit.
Yeah, and that was again that's what pushed me into Jabu hunting for my last strength, but
Mhm.
because that was not strength locked. And if all else fails, there's skulls. There's exactly the number of skulls I need there.
Yeah. Okay. Now I gotcha. I
Yep.
was wondering, did you do child Kakariko at this point, or had you done?
No, I hadn't. I hadn't
Hmm.
been child hacked at night because I left immediately out of Dompe digging.
Hmm.
Because at that point I had a lot to do. So doing those 5 skulls, I could have gotten them then, but it's slow, and there's often 5 faster skulls.
Hmm.
But
All right.
it's something I've been thinking about. Like, it's good to be aggressive with skulls, but also you can burn a lot of time, particularly when you have other things you can be doing.
Mhm.
So,
Okay.
all right, I'm gonna go eat because I made a mistake with this, and I was like, oh yeah, we can schedule it the first time you put down, and the time when we did the hammer times timestamps before daylight savings.
Ah, so it's now looks at
It's
clock
about 2
2
here.
p.m. for you, and it's really lunchtime.
Yeah, I expect to be done before lunch, but nope. So I'm gonna go eat.
All
Thanks,
right.
y'all.
Enjoy your lunch. And thanks you all for watching. Thank you all for joining us today. Thank you. Finally, one final shout out to everyone who helped make this restream happen. Thanks to our runners, jaxstronomy and Ceddy. Congratulations to Ceddy for their first win in this series, and commiserations obviously to Jax. Obviously, nobody's going home yet. There's going to be at least one more race in this series, and we're looking to restream that when it happens. Other than that, next on the Silver Gauntlets, if we can get a crew together, we hope to be back with you on Thursday. We're currently still looking for some volunteers, so if you want to help out, exclamation point volunteer in chat, and we would love to have you. If we get a crew together, we're looking to have you actually not Thursday, to restream another race on Saturday. That'll be Tenacious Toad versus Cranks. If it happens.